saving his massive reindeer pupster. Oh, you mean what you numpties should have been doing from the start instead of watching the giant demon spaghetti monster until it turned to chase you? Yeah, run! It just so happens that his massive reindeer pupster runs at the exact same speed as the giant demon spaghetti monster so as to allow him to remain perfectly ahead in this chase. So is there any precedent for attempting to reason with what they identified as a demon god? If not, this is just a big old waste of time and allows for it to get closer to the village in an attempt to touch everyone's spaghetti. Instead of concentrating on getting the girl up and continuing to run, they make a stand against this thing with a tiny ass blade and just stand there. Also, one person falls over whilst running away from something cliché. He's using a bow and arrow as a weapon and is made quicker by being on the back of a reindeer pupsty, and yet after inflicting the damage he rides right up close to the monster, resulting in him getting attacked. Pebble throwing at triangle based predictions.
そのあざはやがて骨まで届いてそなたを殺すだろう。
ひい様、なんとかなりませんか。
アシタカは村を守り、乙女らを守ったのですぞ。
In fairness, dude, the woman didn't say, "You killed the spaghetti and now must die." She just pointed out he'll die because he got hit by an attack. There's no blame getting chucked around here, bruh.
行くぞ。
Nope, clearly badminton. These three numpties thought they could catch a dude on a horsey-worsey reindeer whilst on foot like a bunch of real numpties.
これはイノシシの体から出てきました。巨大なイノシシに瀕死の傷を与えたものです。
So nothing to do with your arrow then? So if you had just left it running towards the village, it would have just died before reaching it anyway? I somehow doubt that very much, young man.
山の奥のまた山奥に人を寄せ付けぬ深い森がある。獅子神の森だ。
獅子神の森。
No, and how dare you!
やはり行くか。
Doesn't take much of an educated guess though, given that a large part of the conversation last night evolved around him stating that he's travelling in a certain direction.
一番放て。
No sin here, but for those of you who are like me and interested in history, weapons like this actually did exist hundreds of years ago and were basically the first ever versions of firearms, although the very first ones had to be used in extremely close range unlike this. If you didn't know this, then write in the comments below, teach me, senpai! This has got to be one of the least most satisfying impact sound effect from a gun in the history of disappointing impact sound effects from guns. That was fucking hard to say.
だいぶやられましたな。
すぐ出発しよう。
谷に落ちたものはいかがします？
配列を組み直せ。
That doesn't answer his question. If your intention is to leave them behind, then perhaps just come out and say it. Discount Goku with his hair cut short.
なんだ、こいつらわしらを返さねえ気なんですよ。どんどん増えてやすぜ。
Assumptions based on the fact that there's lots of them going in one direction instead of just a few.
そのくせよ、起きてもたたりも平気ちゃらな怖い人や。そうそう、山になんぞ目じゃねえさ。
So this is probably a good time to go ahead and remove a sim for this movie's excellent animation. It's truly stunning for 1997, and I can only imagine the amount of work and effort that must have gone into scenes like this with so many characters moving around at the same time. Opportunistic gust of wind affects only our main character here and his lovely hair to add some oomph to the story being told to him.
ちょうど組み上がったところですよ。
まだちょっと重いな。
So when you said where none dare come, in fact you meant where most people who aren't 90% mummies dare come, because there's a lot of people about.
山犬どもが静まればここは豊かな国になる。もののけ姫も人間に戻ろう。
もののけ姫。
山犬に心を奪われた哀れな娘。
That's making a big old assumption that he has any clue who you're talking about though, and even less specific with merely saying that girl. Ah, I see, it's something to do with his power that's causing him to gain a little bit of Super Saiyan type wind effects.
そなたを死なせたくなかった。
死など怖いもんか。人間を追い払うためなら命などいらぬ。
If anything, your death will merely mean they'll hang around a hell of a lot longer in higher numbers and causing way more harm than ever before though. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. F***ing hell!
夢うつつにあの子の世話になったのを覚えている。
お前が一声でもうめき声を上げれば噛み殺してやったもの。惜しいことをした。
Why would that justify you eating him after you've been told not to though?
さんをどうする気だ。あの子も道連れにするつもりか。
いかにも人間らしい手前勝手な考えだな。
But he's literally talking about someone other than himself.
いいか。
These humans wearing pigskins are somehow able to travel at great speeds despite clearly having to be clearly on their knees, I'm guessing?
もろめ、首だけで動きよった。
You might be tough, but you're not arm bitten off and giving zero fucks levels of tough. Yakul's butt injury from the arrow earlier on has now disappeared. Okay, so this movie was absolutely bloody fantastic in my honest opinion. It's so far my favourite out of the 3 Ghibli movies I've seen, and I rate it an easy 10 out of 10. The storyline was complex but easy to follow and incredibly well put together. The animation was nothing short of beautiful, especially as stated before for 1997. The music was great, the voice actors were amazing, and it finished with a lovely ending. Thanks to the patrons as always for picking this gem for me to sin. I really and truly enjoyed it so much, and as always I'll see you in the next Everything Wrong With.
Oh my god!
This bitch be eating all my food!
好きなところへ行き、好きに行きな。
Bitch, I ain't leaving, this my boy!
どうしよう、こっちへ来るよ。
ダメだ。逃げよう。
Thank you to the following patrons: Nathan Burr, Tyler Austin Real, Davis Cordero, Vupu, Manuel Meza, Josiah May, Bird Without a Word, Loritz, Joel Rosenfeld, BZX001, Yona Stahl, Daniel Musgrave, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Matayson, Casey McCreary, Joshua Benker, Pamela, Master Tank, Gajivi Trash, Brendan Krier, Kyle Farmer, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Scott Harris, Gabby Z, and to all of the other patrons supporting me. Thank you.
Reach the wizard.
Explore.